Hello everyone. Thank you for tuning into this video where we walk you step by step through how to update your household and emergency contact information using the Infinite Campus Parent Portal. The first step will be to log into your Campus Parent Portal account. If you don't know your password or your username, you can use the forgot password or the forgot username links in order to receive a link at your email to reset your password. If you don't know the email address associated with your account, or if this doesn't work, you can also fill out a form to receive a password reset in your Parent Student Permission Information Record form in ParentSquare or by contacting the district office. We'll go ahead and log in with our sample family to get started. Once you've logged into the Infinite Campus Parent Portal, you'll need to come to this left menu and scroll all the way to the bottom and choose More. In this menu is where we will do all of the verification for your household and emergency contact information. We'll start at the top with address information by clicking this link. You will now see your primary address and phone number of your household that's listed in your students' information records. You can verify this information, and if everything is correct, you don't need to do anything and can just click back. But if you have a change to your address or your phone number, you'll need to click Update. You'll click Update here, and you can put in your correct address. And in doing so, it will ask you for a reason. Your reason may be that you have moved or you will be moving, in which case you will need to put in an effective date. We'll say August 1, or it may be that there's simply just a typo in your address information, in which case you choose my address information is incorrect. If it is a physical and your mailing address, go ahead and check both of these boxes. You can now put a comment in here that could be there was a typo in my address, or I have moved, or whatever the situation is, so the person that reviewing this information knows the reason for your change, and simply click Update. You will get this message letting you know that your request has been sent, but that it does go through a review process. Now that you've made those updates to your primary address and phone number, choose the back button to go back to the previous menu, and we're going to choose Demographics. This is the area where you add in your non-household emergency contacts. You can see that we have one here, but it looks like there's no phone number for our emergency contacts, so let's go ahead and update that. And it looks like we have a required field that we need to fill out here, but we'll go ahead and add in a phone number for our contact. Okay. And now that we have done that and we have a required relationship in here, we're going to go ahead and add in the reason for our change, which is going to be adding cell phone number. And we will update. Again, we're going to receive that information that our request has been sent, but it may not update right away. If you need to add another emergency contact, you can click the Add button and put all of the information in. We'll go ahead and add a relationship type because that's required, and put in our reason in the comments. Okay, now that we have gone through our emergency contact information, We will go back and choose family information. And this is where we parents can check and make sure that your phone number and your email address is correct. And if that's correct, you don't need to do anything. You can simply hit the back. But if you need to make an update, you can come over here where phone and email is and make an update. We'll just go ahead and change the email address here and put in the comment that we have a new email address. Be sure to review this information for all of the members, the adult members of your household. So if you have mom and dad here, we want to go ahead and verify that both of their information is correct and make any necessary updates. Once that information is correct, you can go ahead and hit the back and you're finished. You've completed all of the necessary information that you need to in order to update your household and emergency contact information. You can now go ahead when you fill out your parent-student permission information record in Parent Square, you can check the acknowledgement and either choose that you reviewed the information and there were no changes or that you submitted some changes. In addition, while you're logged into the parent-student portal, you can also choose meal benefits and start an application for free or reduced meals, which we recommend that all families in the district fill out. If you have any additional questions about this process, please feel free to contact your local school or district office. Thank you for watching.